Welcome everyone to another Transformers review. Today I'm going to take a look at Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Recon Ironhide. Here he is in his truck mode. I'm going to be brief as possible because I want to get right into the transformation. I like just about everything about it. The only thing I don't like is the color they chose for the windshield. I wish it would have been a translucent plastic. But as you can see, he's got the weapons mounted on various parts of his body there. So really cool. So I'm just going to jump right into the transformation, like I said, so I can get my final thoughts in at the end. So go ahead and take off the weapons. And they get thrown to the side. Now, new for this particular transformer is this grill. You want to take this off. And what that's going to do, it's going to allow you to pull this piece down here. Or rather, yeah, pull that piece down like that, which frees up these pieces, which will free up the front doors. And then you can proceed to open the rear doors here like this. Take these out like that. Go ahead and start splitting what become the legs here. And then what you need to do is separate the pillar here from the rear of the truck. They're just kind of slotted in like that. And same thing like that. So they just free up like that. Take this piece and put it up like that for now. So go ahead and bring out these pieces here. They you can see they just tap in like that, become the arms eventually in robot mode. Alright, so let's work on the legs first. The leg part is the really neat part of this particular transformer. It's also shares this same Mech-Alive feature with the same Ironhide from the 2007 movie line. But anyhow, you just pull this panel down, and this is the most awesome Mech-Alive ever, I think, that I've seen in a transformer. You pull this down, and everything folds out. You can see the wheels fall out. Let's do it on this side again here. Take it like this. Just fold the panel out. You can see how everything just comes out like that. It's all on interconnected there. So just very nice. And there are his legs and feet all ready to go. Next thing you want to do, you want to take this peg and it goes into this hole. Now this hole looks like it's almost there by accident, but it's designed to hold this peg. So you peg it into there and use a really some amount of force. And then that's the sandwich together here. So like that. And then you want to bring down the legs or the hips. And there you pretty much got the bottom part taken care of. So now what you need to do is you need to rotate this so this becomes back here. So basically a 180 rotation. And let's pull this down here. You want to be sure, like I said, to peg in the torso area before you try to rotate, otherwise it's a little more difficult. So now we can start seeing the arms here. Let's go ahead and we need to go back here. And basically, see, his head's right down in there. His head does fall off, so it looks like it's already fallen off anyway, so it's right here. It's a loose connection there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pushing on this piece here. And as I do so, see this whole section starts to rotate down, and there's the base for the head. That's the best way I know to get it, because otherwise you got to pry your finger in here and try to get it out. And it looks like my torso just came loose, which will happen during the transformation. And sometimes when you're trying to pose the figure, so just expect it to happen and deal with it, I guess. So this section needs to come back a little farther. It's on a hinge. And it actually, there is a tab right where my finger is right there, and there's a corresponding recess in this hinge right here. It just is going to be placed over that. So you got to bring it down so it kind of locks in place there. And then this part needs to be up a little farther. This needs to be like parallel to the waist. It's still at an angle here. There we go. And this should, we actually need to rotate this part here. And what we do here, rotate this around like that. And then this should tuck into like that. So you've got it looking like that. So now we're getting to almost being completed. For the arms, now here's the kind of clever part. To secure the shoulders in, you see there's a peg here and a peg here. They actually peg into the wheel where the hubcap would be, the opposite side where the kind of like the axle goes into the wheel. So you bring the arms up like this, and they should lock in place in the corresponding pegs. Then you can bring down the arms, and what you want to do is rotate the arms around so that the screw hole is showing to the back. Rotate the lower arm like that, so you've got these on the outside of the arm. We'll do the same thing over here. Rotate around until you get the screw hole facing towards the back. Bring down the arm and rotate the lower arm so that the weapon is on the outside of the arm. And we're almost there. This section here, you need to take out this piece. And like the original 2007 Transformer Ironhide, it doesn't peg into anything. It just kind of fills the gap between this area here, which normally would be empty, as you can see. It fills in the gap, but doesn't peg into anything. We'll go ahead and put Ironhide's head back on. And don't be shy, there we go. There is his head. So for the finishing touches on the transformation up top, just make sure that these two shoulder sections here are tucked underneath this center section here. You got the doors back like this. And then as you move to the back, you can see that there's, you can fold these in a little bit too, just to make it nice and tidy. But yeah, we're pretty much done with the transformation, so the only other part we have to do is we've got to arm him. Alright, so the configuration I've seen is you can take this gun and stick it into there. Take this smaller gun, and it has a little slot there that it corresponds to a slot on the side here. And then you take either one of these, I don't recall which is exactly one, I think it's this one here with a sharper tooth, and you can have a little bayonet action going on in the front, and it snaps on the front like that. And then the remaining blade you can just stick up here in case he needs it for something else. On the left arm you take this piece, which was the grill in the alt mode, and basically it does peg into a slot on the bottom here. And there you go, you have yourself a handy dandy bow and arrow, so you can fire this off like that. So he definitely is armed to the tooth, once again. And you can also actually, and I'll show a picture of this rather than do it on camera, but you can mount the weapons all along these places here like this, anywhere where it'll clip on with that little U-shaped connector. And taking a look at the weapons, you can see the connector is like a U-shape, like I just mentioned. On some of them, they have ball joints, like on the weapons. On the firearms, you actually have ball jointed connections there. You can see the ball joint above my thumbnail there. So yeah, this is a nice Voyager-class transformer. Recommendations. Let's say you have the 2007 premium or non-premium Ironhide, and you really like Ironhide, then I'd say definitely, if you can afford it, get this one. It's worth it. You get extra weapons. He's well armed. He's got a different overall paint scheme. Now, if you already have the 2007 Ironhide and you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't really like Ironhide all that well, should I get this? You know, it depends if you think the weapons are worth getting, spending the extra 20 bucks for another Ironhide. I have both. I have this one, obviously, and also the 2007 premium version. And I really like the Ironhide movie Transformer, both in terms of the character on screen and also the toy. So I really had no trouble getting, convincing myself to pick up this Recon Ironhide. But yeah, it's a really nice figure, and I do recommend you pick it up. It's a nice Transformer. And finally, I do have to say that I'm really impressed with the Transformer products that Hasbro's been putting out lately, particularly in the Revenge of the Fallen line with the Nest figures. We had the deluxe class Armor Hide that I reviewed, and of course Recon Ironhide, as well as Mind Wipe, Long Haul. They're really stepping up their game, I think, as far as the quality of Transformers that they've been putting out lately. When the 2007 toy line came out for the movie line, I really wasn't impressed too much, and I said, well, this might be a good thing. It'll be a little easier on my wallet. I won't have to go out and get so many Transformers. But with this Revenge of the Fallen line, and especially the Nest line of figures. Bludgeon is another one of those ones that are really excellent. I think is a nice transformer as well. With all of those good transformers, it's really really easy to be excited about transformers. And it's nice to see that there are some quality transformers being put out by Hasbro. All right, this has been my review of Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen Recon Ironhide. Thank you so much for watching.